booktuberbs, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today we're doing my August TBR. So July went a little off the rails. I started off really strong. I was reading quite a bit and then I kind of got into a slump, and then I got into this problem where I really wanted to read certain books, but Audible is not whisper syncing new releases. I don't know why. I've talked to a couple of people on audio Facebook groups that I'm in, and they've noticed this as well. Like, a bunch of new releases that have been coming out are not getting whisper synced. And if you don't know what whisper sync is, it's when if you own the ebook, you get the audiobook at a discounted price, or if you have Kindle Unlimited and you download the ebook, you get the audiobook at a discounted price, and that discounted price is like $7 or $8. I can afford $7 or $8. I cannot afford the normal price of an audiobook, which can be anywhere from like $12 to $35. So because the audiobooks are not getting whisper synced, a lot of the books that I had on my TBR for July, I could not read because I couldn't afford to buy them because they were not whisper synced. And so I have a whole bunch on my July TBR that I'm gonna try and like roll over to my August TBR, just because I'm hoping that if I wait longer, they'll be whisper synced. But it's really, really frustrating me because as somebody who only reads audio, I depend on Audible for a lot because I read indie published books, and a lot of indie published books are not on Libro FM. They're Audible exclusives. They're not at my library. Some of them are on Hoopla. I get lucky with Hoopla sometimes, but 60% of them are not. They're Audible, and I need that whisper sync to happen. And so I have some books on my August TBR that I'm gonna cross my fingers that they get whisper synced, because right now I cannot afford them, but it's really irritating me. So I didn't read as much in July as I wanted to because of that. So I'm hoping that August goes a little bit better, but I have less new releases in August that I want to read. So I'm hoping that the releases from July I'll be able to read in August, that they'll get whisper synced. So I'm making this TBR quite a bit smaller than my previous TBRs. I think there's like under 10 books on it, just because I have been feeling myself get into a slump. I have been reading just like not as consistently. I've been watching a lot of TV lately because I've just not been as excited about the books that I'm reading. I really want to like absolutely adore and like freak out and obsess over a book again. And it's been a while since I've had that. So I have a shorter amount of books on this TBR, but we're just gonna get into it and I'll let you know the ones. So I think I only have one new release on the TBR, and that is Shattered Truths by Helena Hunting. This is the third book in the Lies, Hearts, and Truth series, I think is what it's called. The first one is Little Lies, the second one was Bittersweet Heart, and this one is Shattered Truths. And it is a hockey ice skating romance, I believe. I think that the heroine is a hockey player and the hero is a figure skater. I am so excited about that. I've never read that dynamic before, where you have like a male figure skater and a female hockey player. I think it'll be really fun. I love BJ, the hero from the previous book. He's so funny, and I think that he's gonna be really great. I love this series so much. Bittersweet Heart was on my top 22 of 2022 last year. I loved it so much. I love the heroes that Helena Hunting writes. I just get so invested in them, like book boyfriend to the max type heroes. And I'm really, really excited for Shattered Truths. It comes out August 28th. I signed up for an audio arc of it. She was offering audio arcs, so I signed up for an audio arc. So cross your fingers that I actually get one. I'm hoping that I will, but if I don't, August 28th, and she did say that it'll have a simultaneous audio release. So I'm really excited about that, and I think it's going to be a fantastic book. Catherine Cowles has already read it, and she was posting on Helena Hunting's Facebook group and saying how good it was. So I'm really, really excited about it. Okay, so I think that's the only new release, like in general, that I have, but I do have one other audio release. The book is already out, but the audio is releasing in August, and that is Ruined Secrets by Neva Altaj. This is the Perfectly Imperfect Mafia series. And this next one in the series comes out August 15th. I've been reading the series as the audiobooks come out, although I haven't read the one that came out in July because it wasn't whisper synced. So I'm hoping that I can read the one in July also. That was on my July TBR. But this one comes out in August, so I did want to mention it. It's a mafia romance, and each of the books in this series has some sort of disability or illness or injury involved in it. Okay, so now we're just gonna have books that are on my TBR. So we have Next of Kin by Hannah Bonham Young. This audiobook has come out. It's on Hoopla. I'm super excited for it. I know so many people that absolutely love this book that read it last year, and I've been waiting for the audiobooks to come out because Hannah Bonham Young has been talked about so much. And so Next of Kin, Next to You, and her like Christmas holiday sapphic novella are all out on audio, and they're all on Hoopla. So I'm really hoping that I can get to Next of Kin in August. That's the one that I want to start with. It looks super cute. I think that it is about a heroine who has a sibling that she wants to be the, what's that word? She wants to be their legal guardian, and then she has this program where she moves in with this guy who also has a sibling that he wants to be the legal guardian of, and they like join forces to be the legal guardians of their siblings. I think that's true. That could be entirely wrong. I could have made that up. I could have dreamt that. But I think that's something about what it's like. I know that one of the siblings is deaf, so it has deaf representation. I think they do like sign language to talk to them. So I'm excited about that. I think it'll be good. I know that Caitlin from The Love Librarian was the first person who I saw talk about and love this, so I'm excited to read it, and I think it'll be really good. Next one I have is Charming as Puck by Pippa Grant. I bought in July a box set of book 4, 5, and 6 in Pippa Grant's hockey series that she has, which is one of the only Pippa Grant series that I haven't read. And so I read book 4 in July, and I want to read book 5 in August. This one is a teammate's sister romance, I believe. Pippa Grant is wacky. She writes hilarious books that are over the top, and just I have a really fun time with them. And I usually read her books when I'm not feeling well or if I'm having a bad day, but I just really want to read it, and I'm putting it on my TBR. I'm sure at some point in August I will have a bad day, and this will be the book that I reach for on that day. Next one I have is The AntiHero by Sarah Kate. This book came out, I think, in July or maybe the month before, maybe June. I'm not sure. I know that this one did whisper sync. I got a notification on Facebook that this one was whisper synced, so I can get this one and afford this one, but I'm not really sure what it's about. I think it's a new series from Sarah Kate. I don't really know. I think I'm assuming, based on my knowledge of the fact that it's Sarah Kate, it'll be some sort of forbidden, taboo, age gap, dirty talking guy in it, which sounds great. Sounds fun. I really like Sarah Kate, but the only things that I've really like delved into is her Salacious Players Club. I think I've only read one book outside of her Salacious Players Club series, so I'm excited to read another one outside of that series, and hopefully I'll love it as much as I liked the Salacious Players Club. Next one that I have is Grumman Barrett by Juliet Cross. This is the last book in the Stay a Spell series, which is a paranormal series with witches and werewolves and grims and all sorts of elements like that, vampires. And I love this series. I've loved this series, and this one, the audiobook came out at the end of July, I think, and I'm hoping to read it in August. It is the book that I've been like waiting for since the beginning. I loved Clara, and I don't remember the hero's name. I think it's Henry. I liked the buildup of their romance, but I did not like the most recent book in the series, like the one before this. So I'm hoping, I have to like lower my expectations a little bit for it, because I am hoping that it'll be amazing like the first like 3 in the series that I loved, or first 4 in the series that I loved, but I don't want to get my expectations like too high and be really disappointed, because that's what happened with the previous book. So I'm excited about it, but also a little bit nervous. Then I have Hidden Truths by Nida Altaj, which is the one that came out in July, I think, in that Perfectly Imperfect series that I was talking about before. It's, like I said, it's a mafia, disability representation, romance, and I've been reading this series as the audiobooks come out, so it was on my July TBR. I'm just adding it back into my August TBR. Then I have another Pippa Grant book, but this one is a new release, so I was wrong. I do have another new release, and that is Not My Kind of Hero by Pippa Grant. This one is an entirely new series, new book by Pippa Grant. I'm not really sure what it was about. I saw that it was releasing, and it looked like it was a single mother romance, and I think that's when I stopped reading the synopsis. Love a single mother, love a single parent romance. I think it'll be fun, and I'm sure I will have more than one bad day in August, so I'll have time to read more than one. Then the last one that I have officially written down is Mafia Target by Mila Finelli. This is another mafia romance series that I've been reading. This is the most recent one to come out. It's also an mafia romance, which I don't think I've ever read before. Nope, that's not true. I've read one. So this is a rare thing to come across. I've only read one, and I'm very excited about it. I have really enjoyed the previous books in the series. They're just really fun. They're like action-packed and sexy and exciting, and I think that's what I need in order to like get over this sort of slump that I've been in. And I'm gonna go back to just something that I know that I enjoy, and that is Mafia Target. So I'm excited about it, and I hope that it's good. And that is the last one that I had. So it's a short TBR, like I said. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but I am hoping that my reading in August can pick up a little bit. I'm hoping that Audible can like fix its shit and get over this whole like not whisper syncing things. But yeah, that's what I've got for August. So let me know what's on your August TBR. Let me know if you've read any of the books on my TBR. And let me know if you're as pissed off at Audible as I am about not whisper syncing the books. But that's gonna be it for this video. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and stick around so you can see more content from me. And I hope that you have the absolute best day.